right, so it says live shalom.
Shalom.
Brother Yaquam, I got the brother Shamaria.
Shalom. Shalom.
And before we get started, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem, Chakwadash. And double honor to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, taught us 100% truth, and peace and blessings and safety unto the Lord's elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth. The title of this lesson is Yahawashi is coming back in our lifetime. Okay, in our lifetime. And we know this because of the signs. I guess we can start with 2 Ezra 15 real quick. Because we're measuring the times. Okay, and we know pursuant to Revelation 11 that the measuring stick is the scriptures. He said rise and measure the temple, which means teach the temple, but it also means to use the scriptures for that as that measuring rod.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Right, and what's interesting about Elazar's response, he didn't go into no prophecy. Dude asked him, because the guy said, well, you say that the end time started when Yahawashi was on the earth. He said, yeah. He said, well, my thing is, how long will the end times be? You know, and Elazar said, well, anywhere between, he misquoted, after 3 days he shall rise us up. He don't understand that scripture. So he's saying, well, it's only been 2 days in the Lord's time, because Yahawashi was crucified 2,000 years ago. So he said, well, it's only been 2 days, so we got to wait till the 3,000 year. So anywhere between now and 1,000 years. That's the breakdown. But that's not the major prophecies in the scriptures about the end times, that Hosea that he quoted, about after 3 days he shall raise us up. You supposed to, if somebody asks me a question like that, Matthew 24, where we at right now, 2 Ezra 15,
exactly. 2 Ezra 16.
Right, the book of Revelation.
Right.
They talk about how you're going to have 3 world wars. The second war's past, the third war coming quickly. That's how we're going to know. The Lord gathering the nations into the valley of Yahawashi. But you got it.
It says, verse 3, 2 Ezra 15 and 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Right, in which a lot of the times, man, 2/3 of our people, they want this place to continue because they're living a comfortable life here, and a lot of these different Israelite sects, they sold out. Okay, so they're living comfortably by way of getting different benefits and things from Esau Edom. Getting certain payouts and whatever, certain funds for the church or whatever it may be. Okay, but you got certain Israelite sects that sold out to receive a bag from Esau Edom, and they're comfortable in this place. So they want this place to continue, which is the reason why a lot of these different Israelites teach that we're gonna be here longer, all right, than what prophecy says we'll be here.
Right, and that's incredulity. That's incredulity. What he was preaching, or what he was teaching, or his response, I should say, it was filled with incredulity and faithlessness. And the Lord said, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. Answer me this. When had the Lord ever raised up a prophet within a captivity and said, I'm going to deliver y'all in 1,000 years? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
The prophets didn't even live to be 1,000.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, when the Lord raised up prophets, the most was Nineveh. What was that, like 200 years? You know what I mean? Like the Lord, when he raised up the prophets, he didn't make them say, even though they wrote down stuff that was 1,000 years in the future. So let me not, confuse anybody. But I'm thinking about Jeremiah. I'm thinking about Daniel. I'm thinking about Ezekiel and Habakkuk and them being in Babylon. And the Lord said, how long? 70 years. 70 years shall be fulfilled. He ain't say 1,000 years.
Exactly. And what kingdom has lasted that long?
Right. So I mean,
Esau
has on and off. He been in rulership almost 1,000 years.
Right.
But
that was like under different empires coming.
Right. That's what I mean. On and off and on.
Yeah.
You had the Greeks, then you had the Romans. Then he came back with the deadly wound being healed. But you can get back into it.
Yeah, it says 2nd Esdras 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right. And we know the ultimate sword is the missiles.
Con.
So the Lord had these nations raising up their missiles, letting the weak say, I am strong. These are all signs that we know that we at the end. You don't have really, you used to have them agricultural nations. Now they militarized. Now they got nuclear weapons. So that's that plague of the sword being in the earth. And the missiles, they gonna get used.
That's right.
It mentioned famine. It mentioned what else? Great confusion.
Yep. It said plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Con.
Right, death and destruction. Now, if you can't go to Matthew 24 real quick,
Okay,
how the Lord said when you see the fig trees and because the Lord gave us the clues. That's why I understand the response to that question. Yahawashi is definitely coming back in our lifetime. Just like Jacob in Genesis the 49th chapter, he told his sons what shall befall them in the last days. It said of Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Did not Gad already be overcome? And so he's about to overcome Esau at the last.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Jump down a little bit.
Jump down.
Yeah, like where you talk about the parable of the fig tree. I think it's like 30 something. Now learn the parable.
Oh yeah, come.
Then after that, Lord willing, we can go to Matthew 16. Because can ye not discern the signs of the times?
All right.
Wherever you want to start. But I know it's there, I think. It's there in Matthew 24. It's just like towards the end, so right where, before I talked about in the days of Noah.
All right. Yeah. All right, verse 32. It says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors.
There you go. If somebody at your door, that's hey, they on your property. You got a right to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You too close. You at the door. You know what I'm saying? So this thing is super close, man. It said, read that one more time, Baba.
It says Matthew 24, verse 33. So likewise, ye, when ye shall see all these things.
What things? We're going to jump up in the chapter, Lord willing. And matter of fact, jump to verse 6.
Okay, verse 6, Matthew 24th chapter.
Because this is things that he's talking about. Yahawashi is talking about.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right.
And why is it not yet? We know why it's not yet. It's because we waiting on the MOTB. We waiting on the the certain prophecies until the said measure be fulfilled. But all the signs are there. You see what I'm saying? All the signs are there. So we're supposed to be hastening in the day, not putting it off 1,000 years.
Exactly. You see, even Paul, in certain of his letters, he wrote about certain things that would take place on the earth in the end times to let us know how close Yahawashi will be to his second arrival.
He said, men shall be lovers of their own selves. Perilous times shall come, incontinent, unthankful, unholy, disobedient to parents. All these things we seeing right now.
It's articles on it. It's news
what else
on
it. Hey, so I can't even cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what else is there? Like you said, all these things that is in the scriptures we're seeing is really not seeing besides the MOTB and World War III. So how can you not say that it's right there? That we're right there at the door.
It says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Right. And we see that, man. We see division within not only America, but we see division within NATO. These are the nations that's supposed to be joint with America. All right, now they're leaving America, and they're leaving the allegiance of NATO, and they're going to the BRICS nations. They're going to North Korea. They're going to China. linking up with these other
Heathen.
right, these other heathens, man, that America is supposed to be against.
Right.
And you got Trump in office. He putting
Right.
tariffs on everybody.
The cruel Lord.
Right,
Isaiah
the cruel
19.
Lord.
Like, all the signs are there.
Mhm.
So, yes, Yahawashi is right about, he's about to come back. Yes, in our lifetime.
Exactly.
And if you don't think that, you're going to be caught off guard.
Right.
And since you said that, that reminded me of in the days of these kings. In Daniel, was it Daniel 2 or Daniel 7? Daniel 2. It talk about in the days of these kings shall the Most High set up a kingdom. You ain't got to go there because I went there in my previous video. But in the days of these kings shall the Most High set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. So we're in the days of those kings that the brother was just speaking about. NATO, America, EU. Right. We in the days of them. And they divided. You got it.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yo, you just had the biggest pestilence in modern history in 2020.
Oh, right,
you know,
yeah.
They,
right.
According to them, you know what I'm saying, the biggest pestilence in modern history in 2020. So how the heck are you saying, you know, like every sign is there that the Lord said. So was that it? Matter of fact, no, you can go to 14.
Okay.
Yeah, all the way to 14.
It says, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. These shall they deliver you, Salakia, verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right, because it says that the earthquakes, famines, the pestilence, all those things are going to be the beginning of sorrows. So that's going to be like the beginning of the end. And we're literally living in the beginning of the end, man. You know, this 2025, our elder Apostle Tahar, he deemed this year the hopeful year of the destruction of Esau and the deliverance of the elect, man. Okay, and that's what the end withholds. The end time, it withholds the destruction of Esau and the deliverance of the elect. But we're in the beginning of it, man. We're seeing how these different earthquakes. You got the fire that happened in Cali. You got all these different planes crashing numerously in these diverse places. You got all these different hurricanes and earthquakes and different natural disasters going on. How could this not be the end time?
Right. You can jump back down now to the parable. Well, actually, no, my bad. Keep going.
You want to?
Yeah, I said go to 14. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll jump back down.
It says, verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? And me personally, I see Esau doing certain things. Like where we preach at, us brothers in Cleveland, you got it resurfacing on the news and on the internet, where last year you had 11 students in Case Western Reserve. They committed vandalism, last year, spray painting and putting red paint all over certain areas of the campus. And basically when they did that, they was doing that in retaliation of what was going on in the Gaza Strip. But the certain things that was being spray painted was close, very close to where the elders preach at, where brothers preach at, and it was spray painting Palestine, Congo, Haiti, right? The tribes basically.
Right.
So it's a lot of things Esau is doing to try to link the prophets with errorism.
Right, yeah, to some bullshit.
Right.
Something that we have no part of.
Exactly. So we see how Esau is going to use the media, use certain things that has happened to try to demonize the prophets and come with persecution. We see the persecution is starting. Brothers' pages is getting taken down. Elders' pages getting taken down, striked. Okay, so it's only a matter of time before the famine of the word happens, which is another prophecy, and then they're going to start snatching brothers up.
And everybody hate the camps, man. Everybody hate. If you're not with a camp, you hate the camps. Okay, that's how the Lord got it set up. You know what I'm saying? If you're not listening to a camp, if you're not watching the camp, if you're not learning it, like if you don't identify as a Hebrew Israelite, people outside of this, they really don't, they despise us, man. There's a stigma on us, So we shall be hated of all men for the doctrine's sake, for the name Yahawashi Yahawashi.
It says, verse 10, Matthew 24th chapter still, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Because guess what? This doctrine brings division within households, man. You got somebody who you got majority of our people that has been raised in Christianity. What's that called? What the elders call it? Basically slavery Christianity.
Oh,
plantation Christianity, and that's all our people know, man. You know, they've been dumbed down to
and deceived.
Right, and deceived to standard and plantation Christianity that's all they know. So anything outside of that, they're gonna fight tooth and nail to you know, basically express that cheese and rice is their power.
Yeah, the fact that we woke up lets you know that we at the end. Pursuant to Revelation 11, say after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life shall. And matter of fact, go there real quick. Revelation 11 and 11.
Come on. It's Revelation.
Cause when the Lord, well, I'll just let you read that first.
Revelation 11 verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right, now we know that's talking about the awakening, right? Which happened after that 350-year period. Now, what the next verse say?
Verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying...
Hold on, it went right from the awakening to salvation. You know? So why you think it's 1,000 years in between them two verses being fulfilled? Go ahead.
It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Right. You see how right after the awakening immediately follows the deliverance? Now go to Daniel 2 and 44, because it's going to do the same exact thing. Right after it mentions the awakening, the next verse, it goes into the deliverance. The Lord not going to have us here, oh, this is my great-great-granddad, Yaquam Omanah. He used to prophesy in 2024, and and it's 2105, and I'm in the Hebrews are like no, you think you gonna have generations of camps and like what are you talking?
In captivity.
In captivity, that's what I'm saying, bro. The Lord don't operate like that, man. Okay, when the writing is on the wall, Daniel, the writing was on the wall that same night. It went down. So we're the prophets are the writing on the wall. The prophets prophesying the downfall of this bitch. That's the writing on the wall to Esau, Edom, the rulers of this world. And shit, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. That's why Esau coming down with great wrath, because he know that he had but a short time. Oh my God.
The witchcraft is not working.
I wish I had a Bible.
Look at the social media. Everybody's speaking out and regurgitating what the prophets are saying. Our apostles and elders, everybody's they're exposing. Look at the DEI. That's the prophets coming out telling you about the DEI. Look at what's going on with the Doge program. That's the prophets telling you about these different things.
We've been telling you they was gonna cut that shit. Well, the prophecy tell you that you have received benefits and have not known the Lord, but he gonna take them benefits.
That's right. It says Daniel chapter 2 verse 44, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Right? And what was the kingdoms that was being listed before this verse? You had the Babylonian kingdom, right? You had the I'll say you had the Assyrian kingdom. Then you had the Neo-Babylonian kingdom. Okay. Then you had a Medo-Persian kingdom, which the heathens ruled. Then Esau came into power with the Greek Empire. Then he started to increase and spread abroad. So then you had the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire is now what? Turned into the America, you know? Yeah. So now it's talking about in the days of all these kings that ruled these different empires, they're here back today. They're here back today in that same lot. You know, they're ruling in that same lot, and they're ruling over kingdoms and governments today now, but they're under the power of Esau, Edom.
Yep. Those kings reincarnated pursuant to Isaiah 14. Talk about the spirit of kings long dead shall rise up. Well, that's what it say in the NLT. But when you read it, I'm gonna misquote it.
You want me to grab it?
Yeah, real quick. It's Isaiah 14 and 12, I think. Talk about the kings of the dead ones or something like that.
This is Isaiah Oh yeah, con. Isaiah chapter 14. I'm actually start at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave,
Right.
and the noise of thy vows.
Mm-hmm.
The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And this place is decaying right before our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Right up until the Lord actually sends those nukes upon this place. That's when the ultimate decay is going to come, and this place is really going to be brought to the grave. Because nothing is going to dwell here except for doleful creatures, desert-like creatures. It says, verse 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Right. Lucifer mean light bearer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's talking about Esau Edom because he bear the light on the left-hand side. Okay? And he the one who weakened the nations through his missiles, you know? With him using his constant the hammer of the earth, you know, his continual stroke. That's how he's weakened the nations. Okay?
Oh, I see what the verse, okay. You want me to get the point?
Yeah, you just go.
Okay, verse 18. I'm going to jump down to verse 18. It says, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie
Oh,
in...
no. It was up where we was at.
Oh, okay.
It just worded different. Let me see. It is. Well, maybe that is it. Yeah, read that one, Slocky.
Okay. Isaiah 14 to
I
18.
might be mixing up scriptures.
All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
Yeah, I don't think that's the one I want, but that's going into how after 1,000 years Esau is gonna be exterminated and the other heathen gonna get their own plots of land,
Come.
you know, and their own little communities, you know. But we can go back to what was that?
Matthew
24 and the parable, like 36 or 32.
Okay, it's back in Matthew chapter 24. All right, verse yep.
We just gonna make it quick. We can close with that.
Okay, verse 32. Matthew 24, verse 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree.
Mm-hmm.
When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. Right. So it's like carnally, the Lord always had to make, different figurative speech like metaphors and similes and compare carnal things unto spiritual, right? In which in this time you would think about the seasons changing. All right, when the seasons change, the earth will let you know when the season is about to change. All right.
Yeah, you can go outside. My bad.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go outside. You know, like yesterday, brother was saying, like you know the weather about to break.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you know the weather about to break because you can kind of sense. It's like a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's visual too. You know, but it's kind of more so like a spiritual feeling that you know the weather about to break. You know what I'm saying? And so, same thing. The Lord showing you, oh, the tree's starting to bud. That means the spring is coming.
Right.
A third grader know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's. You can be very small in your understanding and know that the end is here. So for somebody to have a high level of understanding and to make a statement like that, they truly missing the mark.
Yeah, they don't got the Holy Spirit, man.
Right.
It says Matthew 24, verse 35, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
Mm-hmm.
But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Right. So even, of course, no man on earth, not even the Heavenly Father, Salaki, not even Yahawashi, our Lord, the Messiah, he doesn't even know the day that he's going to make his second return on earth, man. But the Lord gave us clues according to prophecy. He gave us tokens that we could measure the times with so that we could move accordingly, man. Right. So we won't be caught off guard.
Right. What are the signs for then? If we don't know, if it could be anywhere between now and 1,000 years, what are the purpose of the signs?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't give us, the signs is meant to give you a time frame, a window of opportunity, for you to get right. We can close Matthew 16 and 1.
Okay.
You got to be able to discern the time, man. And honestly, we can't teach you that. We can't teach you. I mean, I know the title of the video is Yahawashi is coming back in our lifetime, but we can't make you understand that. That's a faith thing that you gotta, the Heavenly Father has to give you faith to know that the Lord is coming back in our lifetime, man. And we would forget lifetime, bro. The Lord is coming back within this decade, bro. Within this next 5 years, bro. Within the next 2 years, bro. The Lord is coming back, bro. Like he's so close.
That's a fact, bro. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 1. The Pharisees also, with the Sadducees, came and tempting, desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven.
Right. They wanted to see a sign from heaven. Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
Right. You got they call it meteorologists. They predict the weather based on the radar and what they seeing. They could say, well, this is going to cause the humidity to rise, and then there will be a lot of rain here, and this is going to cause 7 inches, or based on my estimation, this will drop 10 inches in 1 hour. You know what I'm saying? So they can do all of that, but them niggas don't know they in the end. None of them meteorologists, they not in the camps. You know what I'm saying? They can't recognize that this is Babylon the Great. You're at the end. World War III is brewing. The MOTB is the RFID micro-C here. Watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? They can't see any of that. But they know how to literally predict the weather based on statistics.
Right.
You know? And so likewise, these leaders, you got all this stuff, got all this motion, you got the podcast, you got the websites, you got the fucking
merchandise.
Merchandise. You got the what do you call it? Patreon. Go to my Patreon, which Patreon mean you pay. Patreon mean you gonna patronize them. You gonna pay. You gonna become a patron. We ain't got no Patreon over here, man. Because we ain't in the time for that. What's the point of making money when we know the Lord is about to come back?
Exactly.
See, this is a mindset thing, bro. We not stacking because we know the Lord come. If we thought the Lord was coming in 1,000 years, we'd be chasing that bag. We'd be trying to put our family in the best position in Babylon the Great. Think about longevity and son, I want you to go to college, but you're gonna go to a black college because you're gonna start a Hebrew Israelite school.
Right. Yeah. And all this. Yeah, man.
Like, nah, bro. You got the wrong mindset. Like you in left field somewhere, man.
I got Salaki. I got one.
Yeah, go ahead, my man.
One precept. This is Micah. Something simple, straight to the point. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. All right. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
There you go. Because
it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Perfect.
See, this place, America, is all of those kingdoms that was listed in Daniel 7 and 1. Okay? And when you think about every captivity we've been through, there was we've been pushed further and further away from our heritage and further away from the Lord, man. So this is the ultimate Hellenization, is being here in America, man. All right, and 2/3 of our people are polluted, and that's the reason why they don't want to get back with the Lord, man. 2/3 of our people, they've been so trodden down that the Bible is null and void to them, and they have no hope, they have no faith in anything, man.
And how the heck? Where's the if we were supposed to, let's say hypothetically we were supposed to be here for another 1,000 years, then how the heck did the prophecy say that like you said, the fourth beast? Then it says in the 10 toes. What's the 10 toes? We know it's NATO, America, EU. That whole conglomerate.
Exactly.
And then it says in the days of these kings. It doesn't say that there will be another ruler, because 1,000 years. Is it gonna be another captivity? Like you going way left field, man. You shouldn't have never mentioned that. You should have never said it could be anywhere between now and 1,000 years, man. That's like casting a lot of doubt, And even if you understand that it's not going to be 1,000 years, why would you say that?
Yeah, because you didn't let a lot of people astray now.
Right, because now they're going to be thinking, well, anywhere between now and 1,000 years.
See, and we watched those 10 horns turn into damn near, what, 28 now? 32?
Right.
It's 32 members now, man.
Right. It's a exceeding great great red
Right.
dragon.
We watched the serpent go from a damn beast to a dragon to, and now, you know, so come on, man. You're in denial. Everybody know, you got little old ladies know that this is the time of the end, man.
Matter of fact, was it on that one?
Yeah,